Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. I thought I would have some fun and put together a dish garden. I am inspired by my new little moon cactus. And this one is in a cute pot. It's adorable, so I'll definitely use it for something else. It says "We Stick Together." Isn't that cute with a little cactus? But I haven't had a moon cactus in a long time, and I was grocery shopping at Trader Joe's and saw this little cutie. So I thought I'd bring it home, but I have a couple of other small ones that I think would do better in a dish garden arrangement. They just kind of stay small and don't do anything. And then this one has been a little bit of a problem. The bottom one, it's a corncob cactus, and the bottom one has had different types of mealy bugs, and it doesn't have any right now, but I thought maybe it's time for me to take off the top part, the part that looks like a rabbit. I always got a kick out of that. I hope you can see that shape. So I think I'm going to take the rabbit head off and plant that in here as a cutting. So I'm going to use that and those two and my new little moon cactus. My son gave me this for Mother's Day, Dr. Earth Exotic Blend Cactus and Succulent Potting Mix, and he found this at Target, and he knows how much I love my cacti and succulents. So I'm going to be trying that today. I've never used that before, but it's a handcrafted blend of soil. So obviously good for succulents and cacti. So I'm going to get started, and as usual I'm using kitchen utensils in the dirt. Maybe you do that too. And I'm just going to start by filling this. I think was a little casserole dish. And I got this at a thrift store several years ago. But I have drilled holes into the bottom. So we'll just put a little across the bottom here. And I'm going to start by taking off this top part. And I think it's time. I might put this aside for the summer and see if it makes more pups, but I think if it doesn't, it's time to say goodbye. Sometimes you just have to let these things go if they continue to look awful. Okay, so now that I'm looking at it, this part doesn't look so good either. So I think I'm just going to twist off the top two, and the pups look perfectly fine. So let me go ahead. Actually, the top part of this doesn't look so good. And I just cut the top part off because it was damaged. I don't think there was anything wrong with it, but we'll see if that takes and if it pups. It might be too much activity all at once. So I have those two now. I'm going to put this one aside. But let me start with this one. I'm going to put the moon cactus in. And before I even put more soil in, oh, that has a great set of roots. And again, that's a grafted cactus. The moon cactus, I don't even think it can survive on its own. It does need to be grafted to something. I'm not sure why. And this, I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it's got hooked spines. It's probably a mammillaria of some kind. It's got hooked spines. So if you guys recognize that, give me a little shout out down in the comments. I'd love to know exactly what that is. Sometimes these little cacti just come with a tag that say cacti and succulents. So unless you do a little research, or you have friends like I do that know their cacti. This one's rooted in a bit, so maybe that's a good sign. It must have some good. There we go. And this is way more, oh dear, this is way more prickly than I should be handling here. Okay, that one's not going to get moved around too much. I could be using tongs. That would be smart. All right. But that sure looks good. It's very pretty. And then this one I don't expect to be prickly at all. I baked cookies this morning and I did it first because I didn't want to have any cactus prickles in my hands while I was rolling my peanut butter cookies. I figured that would be the right order to do things. And I'm going to get this little guy out. And this is a nice little healthy one, but it is still a little sunk in from the winter. So I think it could use to draw up a little more moisture. I think I'm going to put this prickly one over here. And I'm really trying not to touch the top of it now that I know how prickly it is. This one's not too bad at all. I'm just not going to touch it very hard. And I'm not adding any more oyster shell, guys, because there's quite a lot in these other two, and that's ending up in my mix at the bottom here. So I'm going to put the cuttings in last once I have some more soil in here. All right. These feel very dry, so I feel like this is going to give a chance to these little guys to get some more water. Okay. All right, let's backfill it in. Do you guys use your kitchen utensils for gardening and for planting? I think this black container is nice. You know, it's so neutral. It will fit in any decor. Obviously for the summer it will go in my polytunnel, but it really can go anywhere. And I'm just filling this in around my cacti. I place them each in their own little spot. And I put the tall moon cactus off to the side. I'm really liking how this is turning out, guys. So this has some bits of bark in it. I guess that makes it a loose aerated material. But it's got, oh, it's also got it's aged fir bark, perlite, composted green waste, sawdust, alfalfa meal, fishbone meal, bone meal, feather meal, kelp meal, ecto and endo mycorrhizae, and beneficial soil microbes. So looks like it'll be a very nutrient-rich plant mix. And if this goes well, I'll have to go back and buy some more of this Dr. Earth soil. It looks like a nice quality. And I'm just trying to tuck it down around the sides. I love dish gardens. You can mix up the colors and textures, and sometimes you can put together your odds and ends that don't look like much on their own, but then you put them together in a dish garden and it really highlights their qualities. Alright, so I really like the way I've placed those. I think they're going to do a lot better. Not that they were doing poorly, but they'll have a better chance to grow a bit. And I'm going to put this one over here. I'm just nestling this pup down in here. And I'm not going to water it for a couple days. I'm going to give it a chance to dry out. And I'm going to put this one over here. This one has the cut top, so maybe I'll come along with a little cinnamon and help keep it from getting any fungus. I have some nice pea gravel here. I bought a big bag, and I'm just going to put all these around here. I think it'll also help support the cuttings a bit, and it looks nice with the black pot, the black casserole pot. Okay, I think this will look good. These are a little bit of a bigger scale, but it gives it kind of a natural look, maybe a desert look. And there it is, guys. I'm really happy with how that came out. It's a nice mix of shapes and colors, and I love that little moon cactus in the back. So I think it came out really well. I'm very pleased, and hopefully I can enjoy this for many years to come. I hope you're having fun with your cacti and succulent collection, and let me know if you've made some dish gardens. I know I've had some that have lasted for years, and if something gets too big, you just pop it out, put something else in, or if something dies, same concept applies. But it's so much fun, guys, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in and watching me build my dish garden today. I'll see you next time. Bye.